Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please give a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Washington Wizards played their first preseason game Sunday afternoon. Despite losing to the Raptors, I left very excited about the two big cornerstone pieces for this franchise, Alex Sarr and Bilal Coulibaly. The Frenchman had solid games, and I wanted to talk about it, so let's get into the film. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And first, we will start with Alex Sarr, who had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists in this game, and has been talked about a lot like during this offseason because of his horrible summer league performance. I just don't understand why people put so much stock in the summer league. I don't even think it's that. I just think if there's somebody that plays bad and there's an opportunity for people on the internet to trash somebody that's supposed to be good or that's supposed to be a future star or an all-star, if they do bad, everybody's gonna try to clown them. Now, Alex Sarr did shoot horribly in the summer league. That was not a good performance. But to me, his impact is not going to be shooting the ball or on offense, especially for the first couple years of his career. Defensively, this is a 7'1" guy with elite mobility skills at 7'1", elite movement skills at that size. The jumping ability, the athleticism, the agility, and him being a versatile piece on the defensive side for the Washington Wizards. Now, as far as his role goes, I see it going a lot like Victor Wembanyama's was, especially in his first year where he's playing a lot of 4. They had Zach Collins playing alongside Victor, and these are two like skinnier guys coming into the league, so their teams thought, okay, let's put a stronger 5 beside them so they don't have to go against these uber strong 5s and have to bang so much before their body fills out, right? So here we have Sarr at the 4 guarding Jonathan Mogbo, I believe, and then the Wizards signed Valanciunas to a 3-year deal so he can do a lot of the dirty work, and Sarr can roam around and do stuff like this, right? He is going to be a shot blocker or at least a shot deterrent from day one, right? He's going to be able to do this just off sheer athleticism, and he has pretty good position, I will say. Here, RJ drives right past Valanciunas. You got him going up against Coulibaly, but he gets past Valanciunas. Sarr changes this shot, changes his decision, and he has to do a wraparound pass, but Coulibaly is there to knock it away. All right, so here again, we have Sarr on Jonathan Mogbo. RJ Barrett sees a matchup that he likes on Jordan Poole, so he's going to tell Mogbo to clear out, so it won't be as easy for Sarr to help, but Kuzma ends up coming on to help anyway. So we have a 2-on-2 here with Poeltl and Mogbo against Valanciunas and Sarr, who are standing right beside each other. Sarr, a good pass by Poeltl, but Sarr comes over again. He's going to be able to do this from day one, protecting the rim because he's 7'1", he's athletic, and he has solid positioning for a rookie defensive big man. Again, we got Poole on RJ Barrett. Sarr does a nice job staying in the paint and blocking Mogbo. Now, this is what we like to see. This right here is what we like to see. He was 3 for 4 from 3 in this game. Again, the summer league, him not shooting great, I understand that. Even though I think he defended solidly in the summer league, he still needs to get stronger and his body needs to fill out, because even in this game, he had guys like Grady Dick and like smaller guys going right through his chest and finishing through him, not over him, but through him. A lot of guys are going to have trouble finishing over him just because of his size and athleticism, but finishing through him, getting fouls on him, and just being stronger than him. But on the offensive side of the ball, he can be a vertical spacer from day one, again, because of his athleticism and his size. He has some big finishes on rolls in this game, but at his peak, if he puts it all together offensively, this could be one of the best pick and pop and pick and roll bigs in the league offensively. His athleticism, being able to finish over guys, and here in pick and rolls with a guy like Jordan Poole, who is always aggressive, he draws some attention, right? So here we have him in a pick and roll. He draws to Sarr. He will get these shots. He will get these shots because the priority is not to guard him as a shooter, right? That's not the priority. So if he can knock these down, if he can knock the open ones down, and let's say like his rookie season is like 31-32%, and then he gradually gets better over time, like this could be a really dangerous threat in the pick and rolls and pick and pops. All right, so something else that impressed me with Alex Sarr when I was watching some of the games is his passing. Alex Sarr has real passing feel, real passing vision. Sometimes he's a little erratic with these passes, which can lead to turnovers, but I feel like every rookie has some sort of turnover problem in their first year. Something else, so Sarr gets the offensive rebound. on Grady Dick. He passes out right into Jordan Poole's shooting pocket and he drains a three. But something else that I noticed in Summer League is that he's not a great rebounder yet. He only had 3 rebounds in this game, as I said earlier. And in the Summer League, he had a couple of games where he had really low rebounding totals. And I think that'll come with time also. Again, as he gets stronger, he'll be able to evade box outs easier, swim guys, and use that athleticism to go up and grab boards high above guys' heads. But this was a really good play. All right, so this is an advantage of playing Alex Sarr at the 4 on the offensive side of the ball. So we seen earlier where he got the pick and fade, he got the wide open 3, he drained it. If he's at the 4 and Valanciunas can effectively take the center out of the paint, right? Alex Sarr is 7-1 at the 4 position. That means the power forward is guarding him on these low angle pick and rolls. This means that if his man gets caught up trying to blitz the pick and roll handler and is not on Sarr as he catches it, that means that either the point guard, the shooting guard, or the small forward on the opposing team is tasked with trying to stop Alex Sarr at the rim. That is not a recipe for success. You see that here as Bruno Fernando is checking Valanciunas. He's not in the paint. He's the center. Jonathan Marbo is out and they blitz, try to get the ball out of the hand of Jordan Poole, which means Grady Dick has to try to block or contest Alex Sarr at the rim, and that is a recipe for disaster. As you can see here, that doesn't end well. All right, so here on this possession, he's at the 5, and this is an advantage of playing him at the 5 is that you can have essentially 5-out offense with the Washington Wizards. Now, if he's going against the center that is kind of slow-footed, is a guy that prefers to protect the paint, like he can get away from those guys and force switches. And I think that's what happened at the beginning of this clip. I don't know why it's cut off, but for some reason, Poeltl here and Sarr here. Poeltl is not quick enough to check Alex Sarr. Sarr is just too agile, too athletic for Poeltl to stay step for step with Alex Sarr. So he's out of position. Well, he's not out of position, but he's not checking Sarr. And here they swing it around. We got a drive by Coulibaly, a nice kick out by him, a pump fake, and a drive by Kispert, drawing Grady Dick off of the corner. And then right here is Davion Mitchell against Alex Sarr. Sarr is basically a foot taller than him, and he doesn't see his contest. He knocks down the corner 3. And here's some of that athleticism on display right here. Phenomenal finish by Alex Sarr, and he can be a very effective slipper in these screens. So let's say he screens and then he flips the screen and then he slips instantly, right? Again, a guy that prefers to check to protect the paint and is not as fast as Alex Sarr on his feet, guarding the pick and roll, guarding him in the pick and roll, can't get back to his slips that easily, and it will result in him being one-on-one at the basket with guys smaller and less athletic than him. Now, Chris Boucher is probably the same size. Well, no, I think Chris Boucher is like 6'9", but he has freakishly long arms. I would go 9 out of 10 times with Sarr doing this on a lot of non-centers in the NBA. All right, so here for the last play, Sarr gets the ball, and look at that touch pass. He's 7'1", he can see over the defense, even over the outstretched arms of another 7-footer, right? He placed it right in the bread basket, like a quarterback to Coulibaly. He draws 2, they kick it out right there. Poole again draws 2, Sarr again. Poeltl is off of him, which means Davion Mitchell is trying to close out on a 7'1" guy again. Again, he is a foot taller than him. This is target practice. If he is able to, again, shoot about 32-33% in his rookie season and just work on shooting these top of the key shots, that can be super effective. The top of the key, the slot / wing 3s off the pick and fades. If he just works on this shot endlessly, he can be really good. All right, next up is Bilal Coulibaly, who had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in this game, 4 for 6 from the field, and 1 from 3 from a 3-point line. And the improvement just jumped off the page with this play. Like, this play just let me know how much he improved. And it's not to say he couldn't do this last year. This just looks a lot more efficient and fluid. He gets his mid-range right. He shot 6 for 26 in the mid-range area last year. And a lot of that could be opportunity because in the regular games, of course, he's in the 3-and-D box. So a lot of his attempts are probably from the 3-point range or like at the rim as he's cutting. And now he probably will get more opportunity to do things like this as he improves, and he shows improvement to new head coach Brian Keefe. So here he gets to get action with Valanciunas. Gives the ball to him, gets it right back. They get into a pick and roll. He pump fakes and the 1-dribble pull up. He's 6'8". There are some rumors about him still growing, of course, at 20 years old. But if he can get up to like 6'9", 6'10", not that he needs it, but if it's something that happens, him continuing to work on this and get more fluid at it, more efficient at it, and becoming probably a weapon with that size and length, he could be really special. And this is where I'm really excited for this duo. Of course, on the defensive side of the ball, you got Koulibaly picking up 94 feet, hounding the opposing ball handler, picking those guys up, pressuring them. Then you have Sarr again at 7'1" with his athletic ability, his movement skills at that size. The size and length and agility on these two guys can be a real cornerstone for a great defense someday, right? So here you have Kelly Olynyk driving, Sarr stops that. Kelly Olynyk is a great passer, so he sees Koulibaly coming over to help, but again, at 6'8" with those long arms, Kelly Olynyk is going to have to be a little bit more to set up to get this past Koulibaly, and he gets the steal. Now, I don't doubt that Koulibaly could hit an open one dribble mid-range last year. I don't doubt that at all, but this is different. This is different. So him against Ochai Agbaji, somebody that is probably much stronger than him at this point in their careers. Sarr sets a screen, not a very effective one because again, Ochai is also probably stronger than Alex Sarr at this point. Ochai stays on the hip of Koulibaly, but Koulibaly, he sees this, gets him in jail for a second, then uses that forearm, gets to space, and he rises up over him. And of course, all we want to see out of Koulibaly is improvement. Of course, you guys, if you've been on my channel, you know I'm not a Wizards fan, I'm a Celtics fan, but I'm born and raised in Washington, D.C., so sometimes I just want to go watch some basketball. I want to see a good product, though. And Koulibaly and Sarr, depending on who they're playing, especially if it's the Celtics, I'll go see it. But we just want to see these guys improve, right? This is good for the sport. And I do want to see this team do good, right? I do want to see this team do good. They're the team at my home. So Koulibaly averaged 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 stocks last year. About 2 stocks, we round up for him. But shot 43% last year and 35% from 3 on 3 attempts. Very solid splits. 35% from 3 in his first year on 3 attempts is very solid. Now, his shot profile might become a little bit different, as we said. They traded Deni Avdija, which I did not agree with. I do like Pub Keratin, but it's not like Avdija was in a contract year. He's on one of the best contracts in the NBA, the entire NBA. I thought Avdija, Koulibaly, and Sarr could be like a very dynamic front court on both sides of the ball. But they chose to go a different route. But if Koulibaly can just improve and continue to improve, and here's showing his versatility on the defense side of the ball, he picks up 94 feet almost every possession. And then here, he, again, at 6'8", is able to contest a center at the rim and force him to miss. All right, so here we got some more of that defensive versatility by Bilal Koulibaly, stopping a cut by, oh my Lord. That's a power forward right there. That's a power forward right there. But him and Sarr can be a great defensive duo when they get in their primes and their body fills out and they just get smarter, like with a positioning and just not taking gambles. But this right here is very impressive by Koulibaly. All right, so here we got him guarding Jamal Shead. Poole is in the gap. Good help. Very interesting defensive strategy by Jordan Poole. He lucky he ain't guarding like a Ja. Oh, do y'all remember when he did this to Ja Morant and Ja broke him? I don't know if y'all remember that. It was in the playoffs like a couple years ago. But interesting defensive strategy by Jordan Poole. Luckily, it worked. But Koulibaly, again, at the end of the shot clock, knowing the situation, has his hand up, sees the sidestep, the pound dribble, and just blocks out of bounds. Now, I don't care what you telling me. This is improvement, right? Ha! Oh, my Lord. This is improvement. I don't care what you telling me. There are Wizards fans that are probably watching this video that can tell me a lot more about Koulibaly than I can. I know the most about the Celtics because I watch every fucking game. You guys are probably asking us on the Wizards because you watched every game. I know that would be tough. I'm not trying to take shots, but I know that it was probably tough. But this is amazing. So here, is that Shead that was guarding him? Yeah. So he gets Shead off him, gets the switch on Grady Dick, and just the hang, right here in the and one with the left hand. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just feed out there a little bit more, and I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. Peace.